Cell phones. Should a 13-year-old have one? Here's why.
Do I think a 13-year-old should have a cell phone? Yes, I do, because I think in today's age, it's sort of expected, and it's good for safety and security, and for getting a hold of them, etc.
Although my phone was stolen, I still think 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds should have cell phones because in case of emergency, it'd be helpful to call your parents, call 911, or if you're lost, you can call your parents, or even in any situation where you need something, a cell phone is always helpful. It's also nice to communicate with your friends.
So we think that 13 and 14-year-olds should have phones because it's used for their safety and used to communicate with each other and keep in touch.
Yeah, because I don't have a phone right now, and a lot of times, like, my mom or my parents get really nervous where I am. So if I had a phone, then it would resolve that problem. So I think that it's good to have a phone.
Yes, I think 13 and 14-year-olds should have a cell phone because it's at that time where, like, you're independent, and if you're not being responsible, then how will you be able to contact, like, your parents? Like, if you're, like, walking on the street, like, alone one day and, like, you're lost, then I can just pull out my cell phone and, like, call my mom and be like, can you come pick me up? But if I didn't have a cell phone, like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I would have to go up to, like, a stranger, and that would be kind of awkward. Or, like, I would have to go to, like a payphone. But what if I don't have money? So, yes, I think 13, 14-year-olds should have a cell phone.
The negative.
Hello?
Cell phones are a disgrace to children, adults, and basically everyone. I mean, it is not right for a child who is 13 years old to have a cell phone, simply for many reasons. I mean, first of all, it is completely distracting, and it will distract them from their everyday activities, extracurriculars, their homework, their everything. Second of all, when you have a cell phone, it does not encourage face-to-face communication, which can then allow our children to lack communication skills. Cell phones have also been linked to cause brain cancer through the radiation. It's important for children ages 13 and under for them not to have cell phones.
A cell phone is a very useful tool, and as far as a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old should have a cell phone, as far as I'm concerned, it all depends on their lifestyle. If the 13-year-old child is walking to school, it's a very good thing to give them because you can get a hold of them, make sure they're safe and they arrived wherever they're going. Now, that's the positive side of having a cell phone. The problem is a lot of 13-year-old or 14-year-old kids, boys or girls, they abuse the cell phone. If they're sitting on it too many hours texting, I think that's a waste of time. They should be doing other things like sports or their homework or just playing. And that's the only part I don't like, is when they're sitting up in their room and they're wasting their time texting. Otherwise, it's a wonderful thing to have if it's used instead of abused. That's all I have to say about it.